Prosecutors releasing body cam video in the deadly police shooting of Eddie Irizarry in Philadelphia. Officers there initially said he lunged at them with a knife during a traffic stop, but police then backtracked and said he never even left the car. We're going to play a portion now of that body cam video for you and want to warn you, it's disturbing.
Show that I'll shoot you.
We froze the video right there during the shooting itself, the footage showing that he was actually sitting in his vehicle at the time. The officer who shot him killed him. He surrendered today to face criminal charges. Joining us now, an ABC News legal contributor and host at the Law and Crime Network, Brian Buckmeyer, as well as ABC News contributor and former FBI agent Brad Garrett. So, Brad, let's start with you. The officer's attorney claiming his client feared for his life. Now we can see the body cam video. Your first reaction?
Well, the problem with the video, obviously, Kara, is that it's not totally clear about what this person's doing inside the car. However, I'm not seeing anything that would suggest justification of deadly force, again, only based on the video. One of the keys you have to do in these exigent, fast-moving situations is assess, do you really have justification to shoot somebody? If they're not cooperating, if he tries to move the car, unless he tries to run over you, I'm not sure any of that would fit justification. So we're going to have to see where this goes. Obviously, the district attorney believes, and maybe rightly so, that there was no justification to shoot him, and that's why the officer got arrested.
So, Brian, Eddie's family, of course, has been speaking out ever since this happened, demanding justice. What options do they have now?
So they can look to see what happens in the criminal prosecution, but as we've heard, they're also going to file a wrongful death lawsuit as well. They may wait to see what the investigation reveals in this case, because as Brad is saying, we're not seeing all of the facts, but there are a lot of problems here for the officer. You can take this piece by piece. Why did he step out with a gun in his hand? Why did he have his finger on the trigger? What did he observe? Especially the big part for me is, where do we get this story that Eddie came out with a knife and lunged at the officers? It sometimes is not the crime, but the cover-up. And I think that is going to be the biggest of the issues as to why it took almost 48 hours for this police department to backtrack and give us the right facts of this case. And why is it that the family's attorneys are breaking this news by sending out this video instead of law enforcement? It doesn't look good for anyone involved. And I think there could be a lawsuit, not just for Dial or the officer present, but maybe the entire department.
So, Brad, surveillance video did emerge after the shooting, clearly contradicting the initial story from police, you know, that Eddie Irizarry lunged at them with a knife. So what do you make of that, in addition to now we have the body cam video? Did they need two sources to confirm the story?
Well, initially, in most departments, Kara, they'll believe the officer up front until proven otherwise. What's going to be interesting to see if they staged some version of a knife. In other words, was Eddie moved in such a way? Was he placed with a knife? Obviously, if he had a knife and he was still inside his car, that doesn't cut it either. So I don't know what they're thinking. I mean, their body cameras are on. If you're going to stage something else, it's always going to be disproven. So it looks like to me it's trying to cover. They know that they screwed up, and so let's come up with some scenario that would just justify deadly force. So they come up with this knife scenario, which, at least what we know right now, there's nothing to support that.
We'll stay on the story. Brad, Brian, thank you both so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.